63 years ago, almost on this day, we discovered that if you have two paddles and an opposing 90-degree big barn roof, you can hit the ball up on the roof and it bounces down. And we've been doing it for 63 years. It's called Roofball.
So Roofball is a game, that my father started, and it's a game he basically invented, so I've been playing it ever since I was old enough to pick up a racket.
It's a place that we've been coming to, well, throughout my childhood and now my children's childhood and previously my father's childhood.
Playing roofball was just a major part of being at the barn, so you'd always do it.
Well, the game just happened to us. The barn was there, the ball was there, used tennis ball. I brought these paddles back from Rio de Janeiro. That's where I first saw them. And I saw these boys standing in the half surf, hitting a ball back and forth without touching the water. And I thought, that's a good game. So we started that way. And then we just one day hit up on the roof.
I remember realizing that it wasn't a real game that people actually play, and I was kind of shocked because it's just so perfect.
One of the joys about Roofball is the rules are really simple and there are very few rules, and everybody of all ages can understand those rules.
One serve has to touch both roofs, and that's pretty much the essential rules of the game. It just can't go over the top and the sides.
When you serve, you get a point. If you lose the serve, the other person gets the serve and there's no point. And so you play to any number you want, you've got to win by 2.
The beauty is in its simplicity, but that gives it room to be complex.
The two biggest shots are the touch shot, which is just as little time on the roof as possible, a very short shot, just a little pop. It's sort of like what you'd call a drop shot maybe in tennis. And then where you're in one end of the court and you just slice it all the way down the edge of the roof. I mean, obviously the idea is to keep it on the roof as little as possible. So if you can put a little bit of backspin on it, it'll land on the roof and then bounce off very quickly. It's been sort of a well-kept secret for many years, but it's a game that survived. It's a game that fits for every level of player and every age. As long as you're old enough to hold a racket and hit a dead tennis ball, it works really well. It's a lot of fun. Got his head in the game.
The paddles come from 15 different places, are of different ages. New, very modern paddles are rejected instantly.
We take tennis balls that have been used. They're not completely dead, but they're half dead.
Just leave them out in the rain, step on them, dirty them up a bit.
That's one of those parts of the game that's a little inconsistent, kind of like the shape of the roof. You don't know exactly how every ball is going to bounce. Oh! Oh!
I mean, I guess at one point it was a green lawn, but I haven't seen grass there for many years. So we kind of have to spray down the court a little bit between matches.
Well, thank you, Mitchell.
With your teeth.
It's a mixture between a sport, but it's also like a house and a family.
Basically, it's the centerpiece. That's the entertainment. There's no TVs. There's never been a TV in this whole place. And there's no air conditioning, so no one can be inside.
That's not that hard.
What?
It's an all-day cooking fest, cooking and drinking.
You can sort of hold a conversation and be distracted by what's happening on the roofball court and not really get tired, like when you're looking at a bonfire and you're just staring at it.
And it's all about enjoying life. The moment you play with the family, you're in the family. So the neighbors the friends, extended family, we're all one big Roofball family, really.
We're here to celebrate something in the 60th anniversary of Roofball, the annual Roofball Championship. Well, it's not really annual, it's meant to be, but it's usually once every 2 or 3 years.
Well, I think there was a trophy before John Battle made his, and then John, who's a brilliant sculptor, and he made, as you've seen these things, and so you're allowed to sort of hang on to the trophy and show off and take pictures of it. You can't take it home.
The future of the barn is uncertain. There's always a question of what will happen to this place.
I mean, as long as we have this place, we'll keep playing Roofball. It's been getting like bigger and bigger every year.
I see my littlest nephew, who's I think 11, out there hours just by himself, just hitting the ball in the roof, getting used to it.
Next year, I think I can. Like everyone says next year, I've got it. But I don't know. I feel like I've got a lot to practice.
Everyone knows that this is kind of like a sacred Wiseman tradition. It's just gone on my whole life, and long may it last.
People sometimes ask me, are there any other Roofball courts? The only other building I've ever seen that would be a possible one is Chartres Cathedral in France. But it's very, very high, but the roofs are just right for Chartres. So we have to talk to Macron.
It'd be amazing to see people training for Roofball like 6 hours a day. To see where kids could take it, oh my God, it'd be so crazy. It'd be so cool. So hopefully, before I die, I'll see a professional Roofball game.
Open World Roofball Champion of 2019 is Lucas Wiseman.
We'd love to see your room, honestly. It's so great.